Well, the sad truth is for most of the students out there is that anytime the government gets involved in something, prices actually increase. What has happened is that the government has made these, federally guaranteed student loans. So what happens is you get more people who say, hey, I can just, it doesn't cost me anything. It's the government. The money's printed out of thin air. I'll just go sign a little contract, and I can go to an online university if I want to. I can go to a traditional university. So anytime you just throw money at something, you create bubbles. And what's happened is because the federal government is actually involved in student loans and all, it's just easy to get this money. It's easy money. And anytime you got easy money, the price goes up because it's a simple concept of supply and demand. So you're saying, what do I do about the tuition? I think it's horrible that tuition's going up. I think tuition's going up because of easy money for everything. It's what I mentioned earlier, that the United States government decides to go out and borrow all this money from the Federal Reserve and just print it and give it to everybody. So, like, your health care goes up, likewise your energy cost goes up, likewise your education is going to go up. But I think there's a way to get around this because we're in a unique period of history. I was there during the internet history, where the internet was created, and you had the websites and whatnot. I had a little bit of an internet startup years ago, and I thought it was great. I could see the future that you can just go online and get a piece of information on the web that you wouldn't have to go to an encyclopedia. Likewise, people who years ago used things like they used to put newspapers together with the little typeface and put together the little fonts and letters, and they would run it through a machine. Now you can do that all on a computer. The nice thing is that education is changing. A lot of it can be done online. There are major universities where you don't have to go to a physical classroom. I think with like video teleconferencing, I think it would be great for people to sit in a room. They could sit at home, with a fiber optic line or a regular, broadband internet line, and be able to watch the classroom, a recorded classroom, do classes online, and then maybe have a hybrid where, maybe instead of every day sitting in some classroom and driving into traffic and worrying about getting into a car accident, or being late to a class, you could just do this in the comfort of your home, go to the class, learn the class, and maybe once a week or twice a week, you go see your professor or your teacher's assistants or whatever, to ask questions. You can even do it online. You could have a Skype line with a camera and talk to your professor or your teacher's assistants. And I think we need to embrace technology to reduce the cost. I think it's crazy for young adults today to be paying $20, $30, $40, $50,000 a year for a college education. And worse than that, they're borrowing the money that they're going to have to pay off in the future with interest. So I would innovate with technology and embrace technology at the universities to save you on books. I think, when kids have to go out and they have to pay, I know because I did at Rutgers, I paid $100 for these books. And then the next year they make another version, and you got to pay, you can't even buy the old book because they want you to buy a different version, and it's obviously from some company just trying to make a profit. Now, I get it, these companies want to make money, but I think the technology has changed where we should use things like ebooks and online education, maybe with a hybrid program with universities, and I would totally encourage that to save you money. The answer is not, having the government go in and make your costs less by subsidizing some tax from somebody else. I'm all about using innovation and lower taxes to make this better for everyone.